find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Temple Owls, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense will have first crack at this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Got his man!
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The run to the left. He has the first and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Owls have it with a first and 10. Well, give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. Job understanding you're just going to jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Penn State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
To the ground with the back. There he goes! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Off-play action on first down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Penn State! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Hart. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Hart. No more time to throw. Quarterback is set.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Going in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Combs. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of...
You got to be able to blitz, but get home. It's one thing to blitz just to blitz, but you got to find a way, slip through those cracks. Nice job by the defense. The QB had no clue. He was hanging in there, trying to be tough. Got hit as he threw the football, forced the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Trying to get the corner. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Got him downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Hand off to the fullback. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hart. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Motion from the back. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. defense trying to hold on to the lead. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Back to pass, it's Hart. Trying to find the end zone, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Owls!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ivy. Brought down at the 37, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Martin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Quickly complete. And they'll knock him down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He might want another play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit the half. So let's say it. Mental errors have led to turnovers and sloppy penalties. Both teams have left points on the field. And as a result, we are where we are. Gotta believe the offensive coordinators on each side are rethinking their approaches for the second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead with the 6.
How about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for space, it's Worthy. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Irvin. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Turning it on! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was... Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks. Backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Hart. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Irvin. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out fast. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling without... This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to fire on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You gotta make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 11 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The screen, he can go. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Temple lining up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Makes a connection. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation?
He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gets the back moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Gets away from one. He's got space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield. It's Hart. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed over the middle, it's Irvin. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it, time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays, now 3rd down. Stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
He is not going to get there. Stop short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They boot it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an breaks into the open. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defender. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Crosses the 30, he's got away.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely...
Oh, they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught in the backfield, it's Hester. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Hart. Using the quick game. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense gets it done with that huge... interception return. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Cincinnati is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 16 over Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And here's the 5th interception by this.
Some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his cut. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll pull it on the read. QB got it himself. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Temple lines up quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And what a surprise. The offense will stay on the field to try it yet again on 4th down. 0 for 5 so far. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day.